It'll bring you right over to their website. Well, you'll have to click the link, of course, but some very, very high-tech peripherals for you guys to get your hands on to step up and level up your game. And that's exactly what prospects need to do, starting with this T-pistol.
Must win one. Aggression towards top middle. Waro, oh, he's been spotted by
Oh.
Franson. And now he knows that Franson's going back. They know exactly where the round is. Krasno is still fighting. He
Yeah.
thought that there was a solo player. He wanted to kill,
Я
but he's
тут,
getting
тут,
unpleasantly
тут,
surprised
да.
here.
And now it leaves Monte in a sticky situation.
Я
Boris just
Я
makes it a
Кока
whole lot easier with 2 quick kills. SDY does lose his life. Boris, oh, he's going to be peaked by 2. The high-low, tough to deal with. Towards the van, he's going to
Я
try and clear
посмотрю.
him out. Demia's done his job. Warwick just needs to do his. He's going to run him down, and the Glock switch was going to be good enough. It was a good decision by Warrow. It's a good round from
У
Monte.
него ТВ
10
открытое?
to 6. They have a 4-round lead. Bomb plant helps out prospects in terms of the money situation.
У него, да.
Can maybe feel the force in the next round. But as we do see Monte continue to
Да, на
stack up
фасике.
the
Ой, на
rounds,
фасике.
it's opportunities that begin to
Нашел
dwindle
ТВ.
away. And of course, if you guys want to maybe liven up your room a little bit, liven up your house, of course, it's your opportunity to head over to Display and maybe pick up some cool movie style posters, or maybe even a CSGO poster.
Yeah, last time that I checked, there was a really nice purple CSGO poster. Well, purple pink-ish. That was the gamma of it. It was really nice. You can make it fit. What color was the Stranger Things one that you got? Was it like a reddish one? To throw in the smoke and get the attention away. Just some nice little details there from the city side's point of view, responsible for the success.
He's still trying to maybe make something work, but as they try and get onto a boost over the top of the smoke, it's rather unfortunate timing because all eyes were on them. No other distractions to keep the rest of the CTs busy. Well, Monte, they must be busy a little bit later on. They want to get this one done as quick as possible. Now, it is only map 1, so we do have an overpass to come up next after this, and it is Prospect's pick, of course. But prospects don't really want to head over just yet, but you guys definitely want to head over to Hellcase and check them out. Use code EDC for a free 70 cents and a 10% refill, and also type !giveaway if you want to get involved in with the giveaway for your chance to win some cool skins. Of course, very generous of Hellcase to put those skins up on offer. I believe $330, Ted, which is
I think that's about the giveaway, right?
yeah, $330.
Yeah.
Around
giveaway
that,
for yeah, it's something around that. For those of you that didn't actually see the really cool video that we have about the giveaway, you can rewind the stream and watch it back. It was before the start of this game. We had a rehearsal of a voiceover before the start of it, and I had a funny idea, but I decided not to go with it. Maybe next time. About a voiceover. Krasno with a lovely double, make it a triple kill. What a shutdown from the IGL. That's a buy round as well from the prospects, by the way. Just shut down.
Yeah, maybe next time Krasno says he locks down the B apartments on his own. He's got the bomb and he's got the round in the palm of his hands as the smoke is going to go down. Molly actually extinguishes, so that doesn't buy as much time maybe as Krasno would have hoped. And the mollies are going to rain in here because prospects are really considering trying to take this back and not giving it up without a fight. And why would they? 2 quick kills. Molly does go down, and Bob XD is going to be forced here alone. He's got 20 seconds. He can maybe just wait out this Molotov for Spooky to get here, but he's only 17 HP, so how much help really is he going to be? Spooky going to be sent in first for the information. Drops on down. Bob XD as well. They look for him, and Bob XD, he's going to be able to win it just about. They were running short on time, but Bob XD held his nerve, hit the shot. Luckily, he did wait for his teammate there. Spooky was the information gatherer, and of course, died for the cause.
Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe, I think it was the second player. Maybe the second player that was deeper. It was not Krasno. I think it was Boros. Doesn't have to really peek it in there, right? I mean, you might want to wait for Krasno to make first contact and play on the back of that. It's just around that Monte are gonna, in general, they're gonna feel sorry about not winning here. They've just made life harder for themselves a little bit. It's still really nice play from the Prospects boys, though. Not really taken away from this either. Keeps them on the map, keeps them in the game. Another buy coming in, Waro aggressive towards the B apartments. Rolf is just holding the line, though, finally peeks into him. That's exactly what Waro has been waiting for. Fourth opening kill of the map so far for the Ukrainian sniper.
Maybe just wait out this Molotov for Spooky to get here, but he's only 17 HP, so how much help really is he gonna be? Spooky gonna be sent in first. It continues to get better and better right now for Monte. Kill found, and prospects running out of ideas, really. Not a lot of util. Can't really fall back and go into an execute. They're going to have to rely on a contact. They're going to have to rely on Spooky's positioning towards short. And, well, he's found themselves a B bomb site. He's found themselves a post-plant scenario. And Monte, they probably won't believe it, but this is a real good opportunity right now. After that kill goes their way, prospects really could turn this round around. They need to be super focused on where the CTs are coming from. And well, Spooky gets a little bit of information, but information is all, doesn't warrant a kill. Franson and Hype are going to be tucked in towards Van and E-Box here. Franson finds the first, looks away. So worried about a player coming out of the market, but it was from short and apps only. As Monte, they retake that one nicely, and kind of an unorthodox one as well, that they had nobody coming through CT, and that was something that prospects could not account for, and ultimately cost them.
No, that was actually a really dangerous retake there for Monte. They didn't have a defuse kit. I just clocked it. They had no kit. It was a 4 versus 3. Every single one of them was far away as the bomb was getting planted. They were on the A bomb site, right? They were on the opposite part of the map. So it was quite risky. They still managed to make it work, though. You know what's not risky? It's not risky trusting Endorphy for your peripherals. 0% risk in that. You're always gonna get the highest quality in the game. You're gonna enjoy it as well. Gonna be good as Boros. Well, maybe not as good as Boros. But you're gonna be much better. I promise.
Oh, once again, Krasner goes down for absolutely nothing. And he was completely unaware that they could be up short there. I mean, walking blindly across.
Yeah, I
No
guess those are
idea what
massive
was going
moments
on.
of miscommunication.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they didn't know the T's were up middle. They got a kill. They were running around, and Krasno just doesn't take it into account.
Asleep at the wheel. And a car crash of a round for Monte, really, because this was meant to be the one that they get on to 14. This was meant to be the easy round. The gun round was the one to follow, but as we all know, sometimes ecos aren't as easy as they look on paper. Rolf is going to get into connector. He's going to get his hands on an AWP. Franson is going to save an M4 as well. And SDY, his presence known. Franson nearly asleep as well. Luckily, is able to react in time. But SDY trying to take those rifles away. Like, I don't really think that was going to make too much of a difference there. I'm not a big fan of that from SDY at all. I mean, in this round, you could have had, you know, SDY on an AK, Waro on an M4. Instead, you have just given away it for nothing. They were going to have a buy regardless. I suppose you want to try and take away the AWP, but as you can see, Hype just would have sacrificed some util and he would have had one.
Yeah, double push towards under, not going to work out. Lovely collateral from Hype, just shuts them down completely. A kick to the teeth to start around. SDY, the one with the rifle in the previous one, just the pistol here, manages one, but that's not enough. That's going to be 9 on the board for Prospects. As quick as you like it. And they're back into the map, just like that. They're absolutely back in it. Monte have no money to work with. Spooky's landing 1 taps across the map. And it could be a 13-10 potentially. It's not like Monte are not in the better position. They are, but now it does feel like we're actually looking at a competitive map. It's not just a couple nice rounds from the Prospects, a couple things that you can underline and be like, okay, that's a positive. You can be happy about it, but you never really stood a chance for the map. No, you actually do stand a chance now. You're in a position where you can make your way into leveling things up and potentially even contesting. It's the first time, I think it's the first time so far this game when we've seen Prospects actually having the money of Monte under lock and key. They have complete control of the economy in the server right now. Considering that their money wasn't looking too great before this previous round, now they're going to be up against the Eco. So, well, it's kind of describing the money situation. Just don't think about it. Prospects will have enough money until the end of the game if things continue going like that. Monte have no money to work with. Spooky's landing 1 taps across the map. And it could be a 13-10 potentially. It's not like Monte are not in the better position. They are, but
problems for Monte here, of course. But not looking to wilt under the pressure just yet.
Yeah, you know, they've been good with dealing with games when they're under pressure. Especially when it's games that they should be winning in the end. Myself and yourself, we remember that vertigo against the Young Finns from Enhanced from the start of the year. Where they barely won it 16-13, but they still did win it. So it happens from time to time to them. I guess the silver lining is the fact that they don't really lose those maps normally. They just make them go uncomfortably close. Now they're going to be up against the Eco. So, well, it's kind of describing the money situation. Just don't think about it. Prospects will have enough money until the end of the game if things continue going like that.
Too close for comfort is definitely not where you want to be. But it will get a little bit closer before we see Monte maybe with a rebuttal. mess. We can see some magic from the pistols. Flash over towards the ramp. Nobody's going to be ready and waiting. Instead, SDY dumps a HE. He's going to be waiting. Are we going to see a Zeus here? Bob XD, nice kill on the first. SDY, he's going to be checked. He tries his luck, but he is instead just going to be pushed out, forced out. No problems whatsoever for Prospects. They'll get the bomb down, and Bob XD will increase his kill tally to 15. Spooky's going to now get in on the action as well, and Krasnal is going to be burned. Has to swing into a fight he loses. Pretty straightforward and simple. That's really an idealistic eco, or rather anti-eco from the Prospect side.
Look at the money. Rolf on 6.7, Franson on 6.9, Bob XD on 6, Hype on 10k, Spooky on 6.9 as well. Things are looking quite soft here for the T side, whereas for the CT side, it's, well, there's not even enough finances to put War 2k on an AVP at this point. It's just the M-Force with limited utility, not a single defuse kit. You need a clean one, and Spooky's already opened things up. He's looked extremely sharp so far, Mirage. 24 and 17 for the leader of that Prospect side. As back to the B-bomb side they go. Krasno's been a bit problematic so far, but he does manage to deliver a double here, and he's still staying alive. Not for long, but he's won enough time for the rotations.
Yeah, it's a 2v2 though. It's still very, very winnable for the side of Prospects. It's Hype. Now he's going to be holding and waiting. Spooky's going to creep up forward, and SDY completely overlooks that angle. Completely overlooks that possibility, and Hype with a quick scope. That's an 11th round for Prospects. Hold on. We're not done just yet. Monte's money shattered in the bin one more time. So Prospects, they have as successful as an anti-eco as they did the last. No problem. Should be 13-12. But Krasnal, he's decided to go for a heavy investment. He's decided to go for a hero rifle, and that might just change things.
Yeah, might catch them off guard. It depends on what he's going to go for. He is towards jungle right now, if I'm not mistaken, moving up the stairs. He's looking for a peek. Nothing really being offered to him just yet, though. He is the one that could turn the pancake around. Did you like that one?
Yeah, that was better than your last one.
Thank you. It's actually, I think it's a funnier way to say, you know, how the tables have turned, but just by using pancakes, which is only making it better.
That is not going to make things better for Monte as they lose the rifle. Krasnal spotted in the smoke. Warrow. Nice one kill with the P250. Prospects. Now we're going to just make their way out to an empty B bomb site. And well, Monte might send a few of the pistols to try and take away a weapon or two.
There should be another rifle dropped over. Yeah. Dem is recovered an AK. This should be alright. SDY should be the only one that's going for something from that point on. That's actually not too bad of an eco when you look at it from the CT side's perspective. The fact that Krasno bought it kinda makes it a necessity for them to get away with at least one saved gun, because he's not gonna have enough money, but now they get two, so they're actually gonna get the money injection. I believe that Demia might as well just hold on, but oh, okay. Now that's not ideal. Now you just drop the M4 to Krasno when the rest of you just buy with whatever you have, and that's not a lot when it comes down to Demia. I mean, he's got the maximum loss bonus, but that leaves him with 4k, which is not enough for... Okay, never mind, 5k. Maps don't work like that. So he's sorted.
I mean, still.
Oh, it's alright.
You know what I mean?
He just doesn't have the kit. It's alright.
Yeah, but he could have an AK, and he could have a little bit of money to fall back on in the next round to maybe drop over and off to Warrow if this one doesn't go their way. Now they need to save the op if Prospects are able to win the next round. So, and it's a straight up A execute. straight up a execute here from Prospects, and it's going to be Boris and Demya to try and hold on. They make their way out. The flash is going to actually blind Bob XD. Boris does come away with 1 kill. Demya is going to try and swing out. Spooky has spotted him. Decides it's safer to tuck myself away for the moment. And, well, his teammates are trying to support him as much as they can. Boris has actually found a kill through the smoke. Needs to be really cautious. Spooky on the other side of it. And he's hearing the shots. He's going to go looking for him. But as the smoke clears, Boris gets vision. Tags down Spooky. Just puts a little bit of panic in him for the moment. Bomb not planted just yet. As we see, I believe it is Franson just sat on triple, holding and waiting. Krasn's been spotted. Krasn's been taken down. Advantage to Prospects. Franson makes even more damage. The spam continues to hurt, but he's not able to find the kill. Tagged down extremely low, 21 and 24. But that molly surely is going to force him away. They're not able to find the kills, as Boris tried his best, but his teammates unable to help him at all. SDY needed to get his hands on the AWP and does. He'll bring that into the next round, but Prospects leveling this game up.
That's looking dangerous now, especially with Overpass being the second map in the series. If Prospects actually get away with a Mirage here, we could be looking at the Prospects with a chance to close out the series in a 2-0 fashion. And this one started a lot better, right? It started with the opening kill from Boros. Demya did manage to stay alive there for a good 20 seconds, which is probably a lot more than what he should be able to. And the rotations were still not as quick enough, and were not there to help him out. He was just dead, absolutely isolated on the bomb side. Monte never really stood a chance. As soon as Krasno goes down, it becomes just a one-dimensional retake. Another buy coming in for the CT side on the back of the saved up weaponry. Maximum loss bonus as well, gonna help them out. That $3,400 money injection they get every single time they lose a round. At some point though, you gotta start winning those, and I like that from the Prospects. Now they've slowed it down. They want Monte to walk into them. They're trying to lure them for an aggressive play. They want to toy with their nerves. And Monte are buying it. Aggressive towards top middle. It's Boros to find some information, but they're not going to overstep the mark. And I like that from Monte. They're just holding on to a nice setup. And now they know there's nothing behind that top middle, or rather window smoke. Question is, are they going to be able to hold on to the late take from the Prospect?
Oh, Spooky, massive kill. Bob XD as well. And what can SDY do except try and retreat? But he's going to be ran down here. Comes away with 1 kill, but it's not going to be enough. In towards Palace, we see Demya walk. As CTs are completely split, and just go searching here, Prospects, and why not? Just go look for the player. They know that he might be close. Of course, Palace is definitely going to be a possibility. It's going to be considered, and well, Demya's going to be spotted. He gets it, 1 kill. Do Monte want to go for this? The max loss bonus is in effect, of course, but it really relies on Demya and Krasno finding the kills, and with the murder hole not broken, Krasno can only come really from a few places. Krasno, oh, he's going to be spotted out. Hype, that's a lovely reaction shot there. That seals the round pretty much. Demya, low HP, won't get out alive. Prospects, they will take the lead, and what a time to do it. 14 to 13, and Monte, they're not gonna have the util at all in this round at all, man. This is really, really tough. Monte, I'd love to see them go for a little bit of attack pros and just consider it. No, they're going for it, man.
Yeah, they just send it. No tactical timeout either. They just fully invest. Warros on a glass cannon right now. The rest are just going for whatever they can. It's 2 premium rifles, 1 FAMAS, and an MP9 in the hands of Kras now, but they need to find a way to counteract Spooky towards middle. He's been absolutely imminent. 29 and 17, constantly just finding opening kills, constantly getting pressure, constantly winning space, and this one is going to be no different. There's the 30th for Spooky. He's taken down SDY for I don't know which time in a row. He's been so great in those opening fights towards middle. Just impossible to play against. Makes him such a threat, and Warro finally fights back, shuts him down, and That's gonna open up some space for the Famous of Boros to try and go for a peek towards Connector, but he's still alone, needs to make sure he doesn't go down for nothing. Otherwise, it could be nothing for Monte in the end of that Mirage.
That's a lovely reaction shot there. That seals the round pretty much. Demia, low HP, won't get out alive. Prospects, they will take the lead, and what a time. It could be nothing. Could be absolutely nothing.
And we're not speaking about Jordan Gilbert. We love you, nothing, but we're not speaking about you. We're speaking about the bad nothing. The empty and cold one. I heard the giggle.
30 seconds, and well, this is no ladder right now for Monte. They need to try and find these kills, but they only go in the way of prospects. And once again, it is going to be Demia alone. This time, he is towards the ticket. He is actually towards default, and he's going to try and deny this plant. And well, he's not able to deny the plant, but he's able to find the kill. But the problem is, he's stuck right now. Waro is half the world away. He's going to try and walk through the murder hole, and Bob XD, is he going to be overlooked on this angle? Waro tries to creep his way forward, Bob XD finds the kill, and Demia goes down as well, not able to do it all himself, the A anchor, and now, Prospects, they have a map point, 15-13, Monte's map pick has not been great on this CT side at all. Prospects have looked dominant, and they look to claim their prize.
I don't believe how comfortable Prospects have been in those slower defaults on the T side, by the way. Every single time, it's just been a really hyperactive start of the round from Spooky towards mid, and then they just play on the back of whatever he's achieved. A lot of the times as well, they make first contact elsewhere, they let him play later on. I love the switch up. It's just been a great T side so far. What a comeback. One that we didn't see happening, not whatsoever, and now they're just one round away from it.
To wait another round if SCY is able to get anything more than that, but 2 is going to be more than enough for the moment. And well,
is Hype kissing him in the smoke?
I think so. There's a HE. Hype is going to take a lot of damage. That was so weird. So weird. Hype is going to be flashed to go for a peek towards Con, and well, the smokes are going to go over here. And Monte, they're going to have to just wait them out, or maybe get aggressive and push past them. That's exactly what Demia does. Spooky creeps around, he's looking to find another kill. The spam from Waro, oh, lots of damage, but nothing gonna come from it either. 3 versus 3. As Monte have to hope that the retake does work out. 2 players are extremely low for the side of Prospects, but no kit in play for Monte. It means that they do have to go quick. Krasnal, he's looking for Franson, who is just cowering, and now it's down to Spooky. He's low HP, and I mean, that was as clean as a retake as you're probably gonna see, or not see rather. Didn't get to see too much of the kills, but Monte looked like they didn't break a sweat. They are sweating right now though. One more round. They need to force an overtime here, or else Prospects, they will go one map up. So still massive amounts of danger, and Prospects have everything and more in terms of a buy.
Yeah, one thing that we focused on was the fact that Krasno played this one really patiently. That was, I think that was the problem with a lot of the retakes beforehand. You could tell that he could feel the pressure about helping out his teammates too quickly, and now he just waited it out. He knew exactly what kind of space Prospects had. He knew that they had to eventually get out of the bomb side, so CT was always going to be a good option. It's back to the A execute though. They're going to try and close it out again. Try and close it out in regulation. AX, it worked out last time around. Does it work out for the game?
Waro stops the first player, but Spooky able to find a kill at least. And yeah, plays no further part. The mollies do go down. The smokes as well. Hype now is going to go on a big flank. The T's are just going to go straight for a fight here. Spooky and Krasnal able to at least find a kill apiece, and well, oh, Krasnal, he will battle back with that P250. It's down to a 2 versus 2. The smoke goes down, but just as the smoke does clear, Hype connects on the first shot, but not able to take down SDY, but surely the damage is going to be enough. Rolf can help out wherever is needed. Bomb's going to be tapped. Hype is going to be looking. Rolf finds that kill, and the second as well. It's a 16-14. It's an upset on map 1 as Prospects take away Monte's pick.
Wow, phenomenal display of individual skill from the Prospects. Phenomenal resilience as well. Phenomenal usage of middle control on the D side. That was just one of the best D sides we've seen from that team on this specific map, and what a game from Spooky. I think he ended on 33 kills in regulation, which is absolutely fantastic, but he was just making so much happen for them towards middle, right? Constantly getting multi-kills, constantly getting openers. Whenever they needed him to be a little bit more passive, he would be a little bit more passive and come into the round later on. It was just a great D side that didn't give Monte a break, and that was the map pick of the Monte boys as well. We're just now moving into Overpass Jack, and with that, prospects are just one map away from securing their spot on the top of Group A here at the EDC. So, ladies and gents, stay with us. We're going to be going through a short little break, and we're going to be right back in just a couple minutes to see if the prospects are going to be able to drop the bomb in 2-0 Monte here in day one of the group stage.
With that P250, it's down to a 2 versus 2. The smoke goes down, but just as the smoke goes clear,
yes, so the people right now. Pegboard nerds, Monte, have you locking at the sound? All of the gal go passing when me boy I go drop them a coming. Murder. Me are the burning fire and natural born killer. When me bust into flame, watch out some might sting. You better turn it, I am make the bad boy bigger. When they come around, we all go on them. Listen to the word and the fire you cut in the middle. When the flames catch higher, put up your gun fingers. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. Me are the burning fire and natural born killer. When we bust into flame, watch out some might sting. You better turn it, I am make the bad boy bigger. When they come around, we all go on them. Listen to the word and the fire you cut in the middle. When the flames catch higher, put up your gun fingers. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger.
Aha. Что за дебил, бля? Да. Мне похуй, честно. Нахуй ты нужен? Зэ какой-то там, блядь, звонит. Бля, да, это, конечно, кекс он бил. Полный кекс. Нахуй ты нужен? Зэк какой-то там, блядь, звонит. Тупые пидоры проебали первую карту. 16-14 можно. Серьезно? Бля, да, это, конечно, кекс он бил. Пиздец. Ну ёпсики, блядь, одни. Вот, кстати, мне тоже кто-то звонил, вот недавно. Я еще там какое-то сообщение голосовое, я вот хотел его послушать, вдруг там какой-нибудь такой, знаешь, типа как в натуре из банка вот такой звонит. Как раз там одно, блядь, это... Серьезно? Вот, кстати, мне тоже кто-то звонил вот недавно. Я еще там какое-то сообщение голосовое, я вот хотел его послушать, вдруг там какой-нибудь такой, знаешь, типа как в натуре из банка вот такой звонит. Как раз там одно, блядь, это... Чё, ты мне? Я вообще молчал.
the European Development Championship. Group A, the winners game is drawing to a close, but we still do have maybe 2 more maps to play. First map, Monte's pick did go in favor of the Prospects. 16-14, super close, super tight towards the end, but Monte were not able to pull it back as Prospects began to really commit to a resurgence on that T side. Now we go over onto Overpass. Monte, they do get to start on the CT side, of course, but Ted, they need a very hot start, you feel, because Prospects, they look in inspired form.
Yeah, that Mirage, I think, caught a lot of people off guard, including myself and yourself. I was even thinking about it as we looked into the final score. We look into the 16-14, I'm like, what did just happen? I'm not exactly sure how Prospects did win that map, but they still did. It was, as you said, inspiring form. It was an inspiring performance from Spooky, who ended up on 33 kills in the end of map 1. And we know that normally he is a heavy hitter, but normally he's not the guy you expect the big numbers from. Normally he's the guy that you expect the impact from. And well, most of the time those two don't really go together that much, especially when you have the roles that he does. But he had a lot of success going for early fights towards middle on the T side, and overall the T side was actually the better one for him, right? It felt like middle was his kingdom. Whenever he decided he'd just go out middle and get to opening kills early on, whenever his team would play on an AXZ or maybe a B contact or whatever, he'd just play a little bit later on, cut off rotations, make sure life for Monte is a lot harder. So I guess the Spooky factor had a lot to do with what happened in the end of the day, and Monte maybe overlooked that first map a little bit, but I still think that Prospects have a good chance on Overpass because it's one of their best maps. I'm still, though, in the camp of, believing that Monte should have this one in the bag. And I think that for a team like theirs, it's really important that they showed us exactly what we spoke about early on, that sometimes it gets closer than it's supposed to, but they still win.
My favorite part about that EDC stinger is when we're actually coming into the game. Yep. You can just, it's literally like directly smack bang in the middle of your screen is Ireland, where it should supposed to be.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like the fact that we can talk over it as well, and it doesn't cut us off. It goes in. I can continue. Yeah, I hope. Well, we can. You know what? Let me correct myself. I like the fact that we can talk over it. I'm not sure if you can hear us, but you should be. You should be able to hear us.
Well, will we be able to hear Monte in this round? Not sure, because all the pistols are silenced, but they're trying to silence their enemies right now. As Boris will do exactly that. Bob XD rattles off a few bullets, as it was a heavy stack towards A, and now Prospects are going to make their way out towards B, where it is Krasnov just playing for the retake. He has a smoke, he has a kit, and he just needs to wait for the next piece of the puzzle, which are his teammates. They'll come swinging out a connector. Rolf is actually going to jump in towards water, realizing what's going on, as they will take the fight with the CT player, and they will win it. Now, where do they want to go from here? Rolf, he's going to try and get this bomb down. He's going to try and plant for heaven, and he will do safely. Boris was unable to contest that. Spooky, the man to find the next, as Boris, now the element of surprise, takes the player down the back and picks the kid up along the way. Franson and Rolf try and hold on. It's a nice shot. Now SDY and Warrow, they have to go quick, because they have to try and get their hands on that kit, which is a little bit too far away for the moment. SDY is swinging out. Nice headshot onto Franson, and Rolf is the last player. SDY will take him down, and there is plenty of time left for that defuse. Monte not forcing themselves, not rushing themselves. They will get that job done and start this CT side off nicely.
That was close. A triple kill from SDY there saves up their lives. As you can tell, the defuse kit just dropped over towards CT, so they had to be really quick with the fights. It was a really good approach from Prospects. I'm actually impressed with the fact that they were able to get so close to winning the round itself. It was supposed to be an easy round for Monte, right? Prospects lose Bob XD towards long, then Monte had that aggression towards connector, and they were able to swing even before the bomb goes down, but then Prospects smoked them off. They push towards CT, realizing that there's going to be a lot of pressure coming in from the short area, get both kills, make life a lot more comfortable for themselves. And then the decision not to actually push into CT and commit to the B bomb side because you knew exactly where the Monte players were, and you had a situation that you were comfortable with, Spooky getting that kill onto Monster as well. It was really impressive T-side pistol from Prospects, but, well, impressive that they managed to get it that close, but still goes in favor of Monte because of SDY's excellent work there. Waro brings out the AVP in the second round. That's not something that you see every single day. I believe it was SDY to drop it over. Must have been.
I think so. Will we get to see Waro use that AVP well? Not just yet. We're seeing Boris use the M4 nicely. Fights 2 kills from that position. Krasnal still staying around the pillar, and although Prospects make their way out, they actually don't commit. Not just yet, as they are waiting for Hype and Franson now to walk their way around short. And what are they going to do here? Going to wait? Their way up? Oh, the player not going to be spotted. That was awkward. SDY using that body to his advantage and just peeking around it. It's difficult to see as SDY will find yet another and another on top of that as well. Back-to-back rounds where SDY does find a 3K. Monte now have a second round because of it as well.
Yeah. Individually, this is going to be one of the maps on which you'd expect the best from SDY. Even if you look back into his time on Na'Vi, Overpass was always one of the maps where he'd get the most highlights for himself, right? And he's never been, especially on Na'Vi, he wasn't a highlight player. He wasn't the one to get all the crazy clips and whatnot, but on Overpass, especially on the B-bomb side, he'd have a lot of those multi-kills. Just feels like he's really comfortable when it comes to that specific bomb side on this map. And it's a good start for him. Especially for Monte, a team impressive with their individuals. That was impressive. Oh. Wow.
Another 3K for SDY?
Yeah, did you see the second kill? That was horrendously quick.
Yeah, very quick indeed. Now, but first buy round for the side of Prospects really, with the AKs, no Galils. Plenty of utility as well. SDY so far is absolutely running the show, but that all could change. Prospects are going to look to do this as we see a little bit of aggression coming in towards Monster here. They're going to be flashed through that smoke, and well, Franson knows exactly what's going on. He's got Hype there to support, but Hype goes down. Franson maybe needs to find another one. The HE comes in, Boris will find a second kill, and well, doesn't want to overstay his welcome, wants to try and escape through that Monster pipe, and he will get away. It's a fair fight though, 3 versus 3, as Rolf found a kill towards A while that was going on.
I think they should know that Burrows is low on HP, right? And I love the fact that they're going to try and chase him down on his tracks. Especially with the smoke. There is a good chance that unless the CTs have an aggressive player towards connector, Burrows is going to fall back and play that a lot more passively. And that's why you see Prospects trying to contact their way closer. They want to take down Burrows and make sure there's not going to be enough time for the rotations to come and help him out. HE not really going to tag him down, but it's living hell for Burrows. He's dead. BobXD will make sure of it. Waro already on the rotation, will be able to slow down that bomb plant, but needs to be careful as there is a wild BobXD up close towards CT. Decides not to challenge though, at least for the time being.
They had no idea about Krasnal, but now they know exactly what's going on, and well, BobXD finds that kill onto Waro. No problems. Krasnal deploys a Molotov and making no secrets about his step. Double peek comes in. BobXD will find a 3K of his own to give Prospects their first round. Saves it off as well. So, first time we see Prospects with the rifles, and it results in a round win. Can they make it 2 in a row here? As Monte will buy up what they can. And it is only Krasnal that's really kind of worse for wear, but he's happy enough to make the sacrifice, buy the utility, play the 5-7. It is a horrible gun to play against.
Yeah, it's one of those that made Breezy and Eaton famous back in the days. And those were some nasty players. You remember Eaton on Dust 2 at the 5-7 when he was still on, they were still on NRG. It was before the EG days. It's actually hard to believe that he's not playing CS anymore. What a player. We have SDY though. He's been a crazy player so far. BobXD finally puts him to sleep. It's another good start to a round for Monte. Warrior 2K finds his first skill and overpass so far. A couple rounds already on the AVP.
Hello.
BobXD's
О.
actually finessed him.
Ассаламу алейкум.
Алейкум салам, жесть. Блин, так я такой сочный труп только что нашел. То челик этот, я его, он просто бежал на него, он взял телепорт, ушел. Ох, ебать тут, ебать фартит. Но
Ты залутал что-нибудь?
вообще у меня полный инвентарь такого добра. Я походу
Ну,
последний
легче, да, в
остался.
соло?
Намного.
Ну вот.
У меня бабок полный инвентарь.
Там и мобы вроде легче так.
Ну да, тут эти гоблины. Такие они. Сейчас все, я ищу портал этот ебучий и выхожу. У меня 10 хп, бля.
О, стример только включил трансляцию, сразу в эту хуйню заходит.
Правильно.
Ты что, давно играешь-то?
Ну, да. А как, блин, я бы как-то выйти отсюда?
Well, let me help them out a bit. They couldn't close out their map pick from a 13-6 lead. I'm just trying to hype them up slightly.
А Валек не хочет?
Валик Counter-Striker.
Куда, блядь, там?
Life hasn't really been easy for them.
No, it hasn't. Well, it's a little bit easier there as the refrag does come in, so...
Dark and Darker.
Well, it depends. They are invited to the both qualifiers for the RMR, so life is a bit easier.
О, блин, прикинь, и опять челик портал ушел передо мной. Откуда он взялся? Никого не слышал причем. А я могу вообще остаться последний и без портала, типа, остаться?
Ну, слушай, помнишь, какая эта ситуация у нас была? То, что мы стояли в зоне, а портал был вне зоны. Вот такая ситуация может быть только, по идее.
Бля, ну это пиздец. Надо типа идти искать портал. Ой, блин, спасибо, я сдох. О, я пошел через зону. Только я вышел из зоны, и там из стены мне сразу в ухо копье из стены. Блин, у меня там такой лутец был. О, боже.
Какие еще 7 человек?
Вот. ФБР. ФБР.
А, ну понятно, да.
ФБР, TBI, ОБН.
Это всюду по одному.
Так, а чё, пати, кинь меня? Как пати кинуть?
Сейчас. Какой
А,
никнейм?
вот плюсик, бля. Задодолбитель 228.
Ой, не, давай ты просто ведешь мой никнейм. Джойкас. А ты за кого начал играть?
За файтера вроде бы. Джой.
Что ты сказал? Какой тень?
Задодолбитель 228.
Серьезно.
Я тебе кинул, пати, чекай.
Да.
Ну я на самом деле устал за него играть, я хочу вот за эту дуру поиграть.
Ну, когда ты там просидел, блядь, 16 уровень. Ну, блядь, ну, уровень-то легче поднимается.
Соло, да.
Карту только поменяй.
Купи себе хилок. А, ну у тебя бабок
Я
нет, да?
куплю сейчас, блядь, в кредит возьму.
А, мы еще будем против, бля, типов. Лютых, да? Что купить? Я покупаю этот тогда.
Хилки вы все, блядь. Костер можно какой-нибудь.
А, ладно, похуй, да, только хилки, короче, я взял. Тебе тоже надо хилок, блядь. Че? Все, гоу.
Ты это заводишь. Карту поменяй,
Я
заводи.
понял, да.
Ready.
just not enough time to execute it.
Please wait, looking
Man,
for
Boros
gate.
is so annoying to play against. I mean, once again, he just comes into the safe, and so far it's been SDY and Boros with those multi-kills to just make themselves look like absolute beasts on the B-bomb side. And on the A-bomb side, when it
Ведь там
comes down to
короче, можно
HDY,
фармить
look,
ресики, вот эти вот,
it's
которые
absolutely
светятся.
crazy. He rotates back,
Чего фармить?
completely outmaneuvered,
Ресурсы,
gets the
которые
first
светятся.
kill, here's the
Синие, красные.
or here's
А,
Это
ну
зачем с них
руду.
падает?
boys.
Да.
Руду ты
Walter,
переплавляешь потом у
White
продавца
first
в
one in the
слитки, и за
back,
слитки
second
покупаешь,
one
короче,
for
какое-то
sure
охуенное
just to
оружие.
give him a
Нихуя
chance.
себе.
Ну нормально, типа, ну надо кирку
Great
покупать.
stuff from Boros. Surely one of the I'd say he is
Там
one of the
сейчас в честь
players that
этого
actually had a
Валентина.
slow end to
14, ой,
last year.
блядь.
I think a lot of us were
Что это?
actually
Опа.
well,
Короче, какие-то конфеты тут
I'd
или
say
что-то
not
дают.
disappointed, but really caught off guard by the fact that he
Конфеты?
wasn't really posting those monster numbers in the end of 2022. But
Сундук рядом.
now so far he's been doing really well. I think so
Бля, в
far he's
смысле?
been,
Ах ты тварь.
up to this date he is the highest rated player of Monte so far this year, and
Зомбак жрет.
it's been a really good season for him.
Блять. Блять, а где
I feel
зомбак?
like now he's starting to feel the comfort of the team. Just starting to get used to his teammates, obviously an ex-endpoint boy. Really close to your heart, Jack, and the hearts of everyone supporting
А мы
UK
тут выйдем
CS.
вообще?
See? I said you're just
Ну,
supporting
вообще
UK
переданет.
CS.
Найс.
Of course.
На, сразу хилки забери.
Look at that.
Okay.
I mean, no
Yeah,
support there from
I'm
Monte
really
at all.
thankful that I
Ой, тут еще
spent the
один.
last 30 seconds gassing them up and then they lose.
Бля, подожди, сейчас, подожди.
Or no.
Have they?
Boros is still alive.
Да ты, сука, блядь, сзади.
Fight. So Boris might be able to go past him. Then yeah, oh, he's going to be taken down. Boris really needs to maybe try and get out of here and save. And oh, that's so quick from Hype. They've 2 ops.
Ну, я так и знал, блядь. Вот
It's right,
100%. В таком маленьком помещении еще, конечно же, там это говно будет.
So, will we see a double up on the T side, or are they just going to purchase a bake? Spooky looks like he wants
I think
to.
Spooky's playing.
Ой, что он не умирает?
Yeah.
Yep. T
Why
side
not?
double AVP. I mean, if you're feeling like it, why not?
Знаете,
And it's not
ботинки
a spawn
нужны?
thing. He's
А, у тебя
playing
есть.
for the entire
У меня
month.
нихуя
He
нету.
purchased
А,
another
ботинки
account.
есть, да, есть.
That's
I mean,
sick.
they have to. They have to, right?
Yeah.
Ох, блять, испугался.
Good boost and connected there. SDY, he comes away with a kill. Francis going to be taken
Блять, тут
down.
зомбак еще.
Кто там?
Зомбак.
Yeah. That's the
О,
problem.
какой-то
with the
синий.
boost, though, right?
Блядь.
They were just a little bit late and they
А
didn't
чё он
know that there
синий?
was one player that had slipped the mark, so the B players had no clue that Hype was already up short in the AVP.
Так, этого запиздил.
Warrow way
Wow.
away with that. That's beautiful from Hype. Lines up 2 of them, and then the third shot, the reaction onto the player in heaven was beautiful as well. Spooky able to drop Krasno without any real issue, and Monte now back on an eco, and all of a sudden,
Ой, да кто
flip
стреляет?
the switch,
Это
and
бот стрелял сейчас?
prospects are back into the game, really. 6-3
Ну, походу,
should
да.
be 6-4.
Так а по кому он
You guys
стрелял?
should be heading over
Oh,
to
no.
showcase.com using that code EDC. They're giving you a free 70 cent and also giving you a 10% refill bonus. Pick up some cool skins. Get your inventory looking very nice indeed for your next games. Oh, SDY with the scout. Oh, the offers in a whole lot of trouble.
Oh,
This is
oh,
fun
это
and
что?
it's terrifying, but
Монета.
the AKs luckily are there to help out where they can. But Warrow has got his hands on an AK, so
Да иди нахуй,
be
заебал.
somewhat considerate and somewhat cautious about him.
Бля, проходи.
And he's dealt with.
Yeah. It's a good double there from Rolf. I love the fact that the kills have been
Look.
fairly evenly distributed on the side.
Там
of
лук
the
был,
teams,
но,
right?
скорее всего,
You
хуйня.
see Bob XD on 7, Franson on 8, Spooky on 5, Rolf on 9, Hype on 7. Oh, Franson's actually on 6. I'm sorry.
Охуй, ну чё?
I need glasses. I'm getting old, Jack. But
Still
yeah,
look.
you get the idea. It
Ну
doesn't really
ты
change the
тварь,
fact.
блядь.
It's been a really team
Блядь, я
effort
застрял.
orientated T side
Понять все вышло.
Тут точняга, нагибайся.
Блять.
О,
Опа.
типа. Дал ногу еще ему. И в голову дал. И еще в голову дал.
This guy's a criminal today.
I have no idea, man. I've
Что
stopped
там у
asking
него?
questions about Spooky,
Да,
to be
хуйня.
honest, man. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
that's
the one
Хилки.
asking the
Забирай
questions.
хилки. Ключи
Да,
забирай.
да.
Вон амулет синий
Блять,
какой-то.
нет, нахуй это не надо.
Кстати, у меня одежда какая. У меня вообще... Ну, тут у меня тоже говно все. Похуй.
13,
Фонари забирай. Фонари по 30-ке стоят, по 20.
Какие фонари? Это
А,
что?
это плита вот эта, что ли, да?
Иди. Иди лутай.
Тут двуручный надо тебе
Не,
двуручный?
давай, неси сюда, здесь скинешь.
Что, мне место надо, блять, чтобы... Вот так вот.
Ух, это где?
Подожди, а это что такое?
Кто-то открыл.
Иди лутай там. А, стоп.
Это выход, забей.
А,
All
лол.
of a sudden, I mean,
Что
this
за бред?
was, you know, what
Я думал,
was
там
looking
еще
like a
что-то.
difficult
Скинешь?
game, right? I mean, it was looking like it was going to be a difficult overpass. Didn't stack great for prospects, and just a few swing rounds go in their favor. And to be
Так, а нам
honest,
куда?
you know,
Нам в
it's
другую
not as if,
сторону.
you know, they were lucky in any of them really. I think they're just kind of maybe rather unlucky that, you know, the likes of SDY decided to, you know, have an unbelievable game so far. He's 16-6. If it wasn't for SDY in a lot of the rounds, prospects, they might even be leading by maybe 2 or 3 rounds.
О,
So,
типы.
you know, it's
and that's T-side.
yeah, I mean, prospects have looked
Ой,
really,
типа ты
really
один здесь.
good, and you can see now Monte are gonna
Ты
have
че не
to rely
хилишься?
on
Я захилился уже, все,
some other
хилиться
players.
потихоньку.
Fantastic that zone.
А, ты хилится?
That damn
Ну, у меня
frame,
хилится,
man,
да,
how many
еще
nades
немного
has it
похилиться.
That's a statistic I would
А,
love
это
to
зомби.
know, by the way.
Ой, и можно уйти кому-то.
Brazo will not have a rifle in the next round.
Отойди.
One minute of
Not
silence
for
for
him.
him.
Бля.
Yeah.
How
Okay,
many
1
do you
minute of
think?
silence for
А,
all of you
забирай.
at home because we need to actually
Блядь.
cast the game. But yeah, 1
Yeah,
minute of
yeah.
silence for Kras
Well,
now.
We'll get in trouble if we don't. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like, it's actually ridiculous how many times I've seen an aid just blocked by that train, man.
You know, it's
Do you know
actually
if it's
happened to
random?
me
Так.
only once. No, I don't think it's random. I think there's a specific timing for it. I think there was. Surely. I think it goes by the same time every
О,
round. Yeah, it does. It does
зеленая
go by the
шапочка.
same time every round. I'm gonna tell you why. You notice how every single time when there is a player boosted in T-spawn, they
Эту
go
хуйню
for
можно
torment
открыть?
tower for an
Ключи.
ADG. They
У
get
меня
that
ключи есть,
5,
подожди.
6 second,
Ну,
no,
там
5, 6,
жестко.
7
Ну,
second
попробуй.
window to kill somebody
Блять,
if
а
they
как?
don't
Где
when
они?
the
А, на
train
тройку.
comes in. So I
Yeah.
think there's a specific. I would lie to you if I told you that.
А,
exactly
все, понял.
when.
Еще чуваков золотой
But
попробуй,
it's,
что
I'd
лежат
say
тут.
О,
a
фига
wire
лежат
guess
тут. Да, давай
between
лутать.
15 and 20 seconds into the
О,
Я второго золота.
Maybe someone from chat can
этого
tell us how it
много.
goes, by the way. People actually keep track on things like that. You know, there's people that know those things, and it's really cool.
Так. У тебя много, нет золота?
У
На руках
меня
сейчас.
золото.
Yeah, it is on fixed
Ща,
time.
вот тут лонг слот.
I always wondered. Like, I knew the first one was.
Так, ты сиди там тише.
I knew the first
Подожди,
one
а
was
чё я не
Примерно.
могу
at the
наверх?
exact same time, but I thought it was like random.
А,
after
это
that.
не на
Я
меня.
тогда улетаю,
No,
слышишь? Я твоего могу просто забрать еще.
Yeah, it's a repetitive thing.
Я золото.
It's like
Да не,
every,
немного,
I
10
don't know,
забей.
30, 40
Или
seconds
пойдем
I
искать
use
в
it.
общий.
I have no idea.
Хочешь, можешь улететь. Мне похуй.
Which is a quick train.
Ну я бы
Yeah,
золотишь,
Там
что
улетай.
When I go to the
А, ну
subway,
на,
I wait
гол.
for
там
like 10
уже,
minutes
уже
between
поздно.
trains. They have
10 голов, да
every
пофигу,
30
это вообще ни о
seconds in
чем.
Berlin,
Ну да.
apparently.
Oh man, 10 minutes.
Вот это
That's,
трупа
Jesus,
чела.
that's a long time, man.
Yeah,
That's-
Разве его не убивали? Это мы убивали.
В этом узком
Yeah.
коридоре не...
You know, that's not
Вроде не мы.
It's not all of
Кто
the
знает,
times. You know, peak hours around like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. So around this time, around right now, it's like 5 minutes, I'd say, for the two.
Бля,
So,
залутали бы Библию, можно было бы съебаться.
If you go in
Я
the
вот как
evening
раз в
or-
Библии.
well, not early
Ну вот
morning,
я поэтому и говорю, да.
10 minutes, 11
Я смотрю за
minutes,
тобой.
12 for some trains.
О, ой-ой-ой. Ой, это
It's
красный?
crazy.
Нифига. Я слышал, где-то появилась. О, здорово.
Там люди вроде напротив.
Да.
Да-да-да.
Oh, flash comes in. Krasno needs to get that molly down, and well, not looking the right way. 2 kills instantly found from Monte, and prospects now
Еще
have
есть
to
на
На соседнем,
get to
этот,
the nail of
Ну,
that
это я
last
табурет.
round,
вижу.
but they won't get past
Ладно,
him
пох.
yet. He gets
Мог
two.
забрать.
Monte take the lead
Чего
once
забрать?
again.
Забрать
The
на
6
этом было, на
plenty of
соседней.
money in the
Я
pockets
думал,
of
ты про типов
prospects
на
to
соседней.
fall back on the
Не-не,
board.
с
So
скамейки соседней
this
был
is
вот
the
этот,
rainy
блядь.
day now that they're gonna
Ой, нормально.
invest in all their money. Monte, if they are only unsuccessful in their endeavors in this next round, it's not going to be ideal for a few players, but Waro, STY, and Krasno should be alright. Prospects now looking to maybe get 7. I mean, 60 rounds is more than enough, you would assume. You would be happy with.
Так, теперь надо продать все.
Anything else is just
Почти
bonus.
все коллектору, либо этому армору, вепону. И все.
But Bob XD with that double, and Monte are locked out
Коллектору
of
все
the
вот это
round here.
говно.
Surely they're going to try and back away and save, but not with that kill. They will move forward. They will push forward. They'll attempt the retake. They'll try and take prospects off the site.
I thought he was gonna go for the backstab towards connector for a second there, but actually thinks against it. Look at his position. He's gonna seal it. There's the first one. Krasno gets the refrag. Bob XD surely wins that fight against Krasno, which puts an end to the round. There it is. And now it's just Waro, and now it's time for a save. Time is running low. Waro already up close, so he's gonna try and get that kill, but loses
Так,
the
а
HP.
вещи
He's not
кому
really
можно?
gonna feel all too good for it, and
Кому
Krasno
у
can
нас
still
там
drop
трое
one over.
снизу.
That's such a great goal from the prospects, man.
Армор,
That's decision, such a
вепон
solid
и
decisive.
кожа.
I
Вон.
can't emphasize enough on it. The last round, we kind of saw the good old classic, right? Monte struggling to hold the B bomb side, so SDY goes, you know, I'm gonna get a double, I'm gonna get a second AVP. You start for on B, you're gonna nail them. And now,
Клик и левый
on the back of
промышленный
it,
паспорт,
Monte
чтобы
think, okay, they just saw the four-man stack on the B bomb side. Surely they switch it up, and even if they don't hard commit to A, they're gonna try and play a default with a couple players towards A. So we start
Блядь,
B
тут
on
на
the A
файтеры
bomb side,
хорошие,
but
конечно.
prospects
Прям.
just go for the contact play out of short.
Так,
It's
все
just
вроде
some
продал.
pretty decent reads from the T side.
Купи хилок себе сразу. Там
I like it.
3 за 18 будет.
It's been really nice, right? I mean, it's been very impressive from the side of prospects.
Так, а хилки у кого?
SDY. Might just slip past
Нет.
hype here.
Нет.
Damage done to the offer, but it's a great kill to keep this round competitive as both teams are trying to get the advantage going into this next half, but right now
Ох,
the advantage
ёпта.
lies with Monte.
62
Clear
урона.
advantage at that.
Ёпта. А, вот, короче, камни. За эти камни фиолетовые шмотки можно покупать. Ёбнешься. Нормально, нормально.
As a player rotates away, and that might entice her off to walk up the
Нормально.
stairs. As up for a moment, and Rob goes for the pre-fire. He knew he was there.
Па-па-па-па.
It's a quick kill. And it's a quick way back in the round.
Блядь, надо, короче, лутать. И тут можно этот...
Great awareness there
15
from Rolf,
хп.
absolutely annihilating
Секунд.
World 2K.
Три
Has already
штуки.
been having the best game so far on the CT side of overpass 16-12 for the CT over. Oh, they've seen the boost. Look at that. Immediate annihilation from France. So what can you do about it? You're just getting absolutely stomped, and Monte is a team that does
Ну что
that.
ты там?
Monte is a team that normally just
Всё,
skill checks you
готов.
and headshots you like that and deletes you from the map, but they're the only
Подожди,
ones
подожди,
getting
подожди.
deleted today.
А,
It was the same
бабки-то
thing that
принес,
happened on Mirage,
перенес.
but now it's happened a
Да,
lot
да.
earlier. Monte on a
Already.
better start on the map,
Я
playing
куплю
really
себе
decent
каску.
CS, and then out of nowhere, Prospect just start playing like absolute beasts. Perfect calls.
Подожди, а Silvercoin никак никуда нельзя, да, деть?
В голду можно переделать его.
Где?
У этого трежера. Банкира, короче.
If I told you that prospects would end up winning the first half, well, you probably wouldn't. You think I'm crazy,
Интересно
but they
ему.
did win it. It's an 8-7 in the end.
В смысле?
Prospects were just 8
На голду
rounds
нажми.
away
А, все понял.
from securing the #1 position in Group A, and in the start of the day, that just felt like a crazy idea.
У меня голды. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть.
Well, I mean, I think you're crazy.
400 есть.
That's for
Могу купить что-нибудь.
У меня 47. Ха-ха.
Погнали.
Okay, Jack, that was completely unnecessary.
Below the belt,
Good
wasn't it?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a yellow
Хилы
card.
купил?
Да, 3
I
штуки
saw an
хилки, 3
opportunity
от
to
защиты.
but opportunity now.
Ебать там
realizes
золотишко.
prospects. This is the opportunity to kind of
Бля, я
take
сегодня
the CT
столько раз
pistol
так тупо сдох.
and maybe push
Я,
on. They've got a
это просто
second
ужас.
flash ready and waiting for Monte as they make their way out of
Бы на
Monster.
пожарности еврейской.
He's gonna go for the peak and he's gonna find the insta headshot on us with the
Просто так,
refrag.
я уже
As now
портал
the
вызвал.
second flash comes over for the T's. They will move their way
Ну,
over
решил
to
что-то
the
залутать.
water.
Ну да,
There's
иду
gonna
типа
be
лутать.
all the CTs
За
here
мной два
locking it
зомбака,
down,
думаю, да
locking in
пофигу.
maybe yet another
Разворачиваюсь,
round.
бегу.
Morrow needs to do it alone,
А
but he
там так
will
портал
not
стоял,
be
короче,
able
тупо надо
to
было
find
обойти за
anything
камень.
more than just
В
a
общем, меня
single kill.
заблочили эти два
It's
бота. Ну все,
9 to 7 prospects now have a perfect chance to
я
push
сдох.
on and make
Хотя,
it
хотя там были эти гоблины, они такие
clean as
слабенькие.
possible, almost like the clean designs on those peripherals, all thanks to Endorphy. Type exclamation mark Endorphy, and it'll bring you right on over there.
Вот это вот добило, давай.
Some
Сейчас он у меня.
very, very high quality peripherals. If you want to be leading your CS
Так
games,
попробую
definitely
вылезть.
check them out.
Бля, нахуя покупал? Зеленые упали только что перчаточки.
I still can't believe it.
6 голды.
They've been, you know, prospects. I don't want to say they've been overperforming, but
Короче, я так понял, белое можно вообще не брать. Ой, вот это вот темно-серое.
they're just getting away with
Оно вообще ничего копейки
absolutely
стоит просто.
dominating Monte today, and you can't even say it feels like luck, right? It just feels like everything's going right for them. It doesn't feel like they're getting lucky. It feels like their calls have been on point. It
Много
feels
их?
like they've been
Двое?
winning a
Пока
lot of
вижу.
fights.
Блять.
Сейчас факел кину.
Я кину,
solid
кину. Стреляй, стреляй.
CS from the youngsters. Quite impressive. Again, speaking about the team effort, obviously BobXD's had a field day so far, but Hypes on 11, Rolfs on 13, Spooky on 10, Franson on
Там
10
еще какой-то
kills,
есть рычажок.
BobXD on 17.
Ну подожди, надо залутать.
Everyone has had their fair share of
Мне еще
contribution
подобрать
to
факел
that
надо.
success. But it's Hype to get all the glory in the end, and by glory I mean the money from the bonus from killing the pistols with the MP9. Money's in there if he wants to go for an AVP. He can still run the bonus round, and they can go for something a bit more aggressive with the triple MP9 in their arsenal.
Ого, это что
I
такое?
guess they will. Franson not really purchasing any nades
Там
either.
что-то
Might
есть
suggest
еще.
that he's gonna go for an aggressive play with that M4.
Бандаж. Короче,
The molly
хилка.
smoke.
И бинты.
Bring
О,
it
еще
on.
один, смотри.
Ну
It's
это
up
в
to
соседнем,
Monte
да.
now.
Мы могли бы так обойти. Ой, блядь.
О, там много лута. Только надо найти эту хуйню и сломать ее. Где она? Там это дерьмо где-то стоит. Паунер. Кувшин
Бля.
перевернутый ищи.
Я не вижу.
Вот он, блядь, слева прям на входе. Как
А.
можно?
Needs to get out of harm's way. Oh, but he jumps right on into it. Not the place that you want to go, and it's a real perfect call from Monte because he was the
Возьми
only
еще вот
lead
тут.
defender, and it's a save already. One kill, that is all that is needed for Monte's
Еще
first
какая-то
round.
хуйня
And
есть.
prospects realizing, you know, we got it wrong there. Franson realizing that he got it horribly wrong, but it is not like
Опять я блутал? А, не лутается. Понятненько,
okay,
блядь.
we'll give you one. We'll play the next round
А, смотрю.
with a very, I don't want to say a very strong buy because it's not a very strong buy.
Ну надо
Yeah, but
туда уже.
choose-
Или
Давай,
вы-
давай вот это
They made the
нажмем, что
decision for
это?
it not to be strong.
Да,
right?
брат.
I mean,
Закрывает
they
просто.
wanted to keep the MP9s in the mix, and I respect that because now you're building a foundation.
Опа.
Yeah, you're
А, это
letting
зомбарь.
Monte
Блин,
get
это
away with
жесткий
one
зомбарь.
round. Yes, you're not
Неохота
gonna
с ним
have
драться.
the full M4s
Ну
with
тут лута
nades in the
нормально,
next
давай,
one, but
пофигу.
money's gonna be
Только
looking
надо
bright.
назад
Сейчас,
отходить.
сейчас,
And
да.
look at it, Franson
Подожди,
can even
пусть
buy
сюда
one for
подходит, я
himself
дам
if
этот.
he wants to, or they
Чтоб они
can just
убегали.
get the AVP in the hands of Hype maybe, and have Franson on an MP9, but still, they
Не
have a
только
lot
не
of options on
налево.
how to approach
Бля.
this round, but
Ну
whatever
все,
they
ты
go
меня
for, they're
реловал.
still gonna have enough cash in the bank to go for a buy in the
А
next
где
round
он?
as well.
Он
Не
сдох?
знаю, тут один.
Regardless
Вот.
of what
А
happens
почему
here.
он сдох? Че он такой
I like
слабый,
it.
типа? Он же
Ебать.
в
Gonna
шлеме,
upgrade
он
himself into an
жесткий.
M4,
С этого все.
toss over the MP9 into Franson, and taking a look at the money, they can still reinvest.
Стой,
Hype's gonna
3
have enough
стрелы еще
cash
ему
for an
дам.
AVP in the next round.
Блядь, что они
Prospects are
такие...
just playing the long game here, and I like
Как они
it
так
as a
умирают
fan.
быстро?
Хуй
Play
знает.
as many buy rounds as possible
О,
here on
вот
Overpass.
лук. Тут можно вниз пойти куда-то.
Already though, you've lost Bob XD. Now Ralph will be able to recover that M4.
А ты что там? А, ты эти шняги лутаешь.
Да,
Слышь,
да.
Off with the kill.
Блять, соседний на боте.
Monte now
что это? Спеллбук.
will apply the pressure towards
Хуйня.
connector mid after
Тоже
Demia
хуйня.
retreats with that little bit of a spam. Prospects, their reads have been so
go
good,
дальше.
man. Their
А
reads
скелет
have
его
been
облутал?
really good, and they're
Каких?
expecting A
Которых
here.
убили?
They're
Не, ни
leaving
одного
Ralph
вообще.
completely alone.
Ну, облутал.
This could be absolutely massive. You can
Блять,
see
что
Francis
за
Нет,
мать?
здесь облутал.
with the MP9. He's going to be overlooked by Forrest. Picks up the 8K.
Блять,
and
вас
will
Делай,
сломают
get
это
out of
делай.
there
говно.
alive. Spooky goes down. That's a little bit of a problem.
Please.
But are they going to be expecting hype? The MP9 has to go absolutely huge here as he's hiding, cowering, peeks out. Nice first kill. Maybe look for a second.
Не
Knocked out
надо.
2 players, but it's not going to be
Headshot
enough.
damage.
Monte, they just run them
Говно.
over.
Так, куда идем?
Overpowered him really with the
Да,
AK.
в зону вообще, вот сюда нам, по идее.
But prospects, they do have that safety
О,
net that we were talking
Ну
about.
там
They can
пиздец.
fall back onto a buy here,
что там?
but after that, the money is gonna
Этих
climb
надо
just
слукать
that
я.
little bit. So this
А,
one
этим?
needs to connect for
Easy.
prospects, or Monte surely
SDY's
will be
purchased
able
the
to push on
P90.
the
А,
money.
это...
He's purchased the
Oh my.
P90. Are
А
they
чё?
rushing?
Я такой жесткий? Или почему они с 2000
Yeah,
ложатся?
they are.
Хуй знает.
It's a B rush.
Не может быть такого.
Let's
Вон,
go.
смотри.
On the train. Whoop whoop.
Ну и ладно, чё.
Rolf dodges all the flashes. That's absolutely massive, and he stops the first 2 players. P90
А,
down.
я скилл, кстати,
Cancel
нажимал.
as well.
Может, поэтому?
And well, the T's get out of there. It's a cancel.
Может
Monte
быть.
can't push
Луки
back.
ебаные. А, это
That
снизу
was
они.
a
Ох.
really nice little detail there from
Бля,
Rolf.
там
He
смерть
knew
снизу.
that if he just
Где,
got
где?
one
Давай ее
Снизу
убьем.
под
barrels
тобой.
there, tucked himself in,
А
he would
тут
get
зеленый
one
еще
of
вон.
those flashbangs, and he
Ой, у
wasn't
меня
А мне к тебе не
смысл.
подняться.
able to see absolutely everything that
Я
was going
думаю, я
on.
их убью на изи.
Now,
Раз я
they've
такой
got a 2-man
жесткий.
advantage. Just need to be careful that they're not caught out by this boost that's going to happen momentarily. As the molly does go in, and well, Bob XC was looking for it. Doesn't matter if you look for it and you think it's going to happen. You need to
Бля, я
be able
могу
to play Rolf,
прыгнуть
but when he
просто
goes
из-за этот.
Не,
unsuccessful,
погоди.
Forrest now
Да внизу вон они.
cuts
Я сюда
away the
прыгнул,
first
ящик
two
О,
залутать.
players.
синий
Мне не
меч.
подняться.
4 more to find.
And I like
Где
that.
ты?
They
А,
slow
ты
it down.
тут?
They're gonna re-hit that B
Давай их
side. It's just
расстреляем,
hype
может,
and roll
просто.
there.
Хотя сейчас зона
No, it's
уже
not even
пойдет.
hype. It's spooky and roll. There's no AVP. Now
Не, не
he's
буду,
gonna
они
start
сейчас
rotating
загрятся,
back.
придут.
Они уже
Once they're taking
загрелись.
their time, that's gonna allow
Не, не
Hype to
попал,
get
Они
не
into a
попал.
good
поднимаются.
position. Are they gonna be ready for the double
Поднимается
set
к
of
тебе,
doors
слышишь?
after? They're trying to bait out the
Где?
peaks, and
По лестнице
Boros
там
actually
какой-то.
gonna be able to pick up the fight onto roll. First kill in the back, but are you ready for
Погнали в
spooky?
зону, короче, просто вот,
Doesn't
вот,
seem
вот,
Я
like
не
вот.
знаю, здесь пройду, не пройду там.
А, тебе ж надо падать.
Well, they're not. And still, prospects now have the advantage.
Подожди,
with
ты
the
смерть
back
загрел?
in their favor.
Не.
Forrest just walked right
А,
into
что
О,
надо?
бля,
the
мне
Всё.
пизда, походу.
Demia, oh, knife out, and oh, nearly gets the gun up in time, but it's not
А я
gonna happen.
загрел,
Чё
Forrest
походу.
ты?
down, prospects, they commit to the retake, they
Да
pull
тебе-то
it off
пох, тебе не
with
забраться
ease,
им.
and Monte
Зона
now
идет.
realizing they had a perfect chance in that post-plant scenario to get
Бля.
something going, but
Ой,
once
хорош.
they lose that first player,
Это жестко, ты сейчас ты меня
Ты
засейвил.
можешь ко мне сюда спрыгнуть, они не залезут.
Не, я сейчас убью их,
mistakes really
я
just
думаю.
had
Или
to
нет?
compile as prospects continue to compile up the rounds. 11 to 9
Подбегай ко мне.
now. Prospects, you know, we weren't really giving them too many of a chance going into this game. What about now?
yeah, they look really solid. Rov's been playing a really good game as well. Happy that you highlighted that little detail there. Him realizing it's B rush, getting on top of the barrel, knowing that the flashes aren't gonna phase him. And the counter utility as well from the CT side was expert. Branson towards connector. Gets one. Oh, nearly gets away. Boros not gonna let him do that. It's again Boros to try and fight back on the T side, but he needs some support. SDY slow down the tempo slightly. Since switching on the offensive side of things, now they need to be careful about the Oper. Not gonna bait out this shot, SDY. Nice reaction from Hype. He's even looking for a second one. He's got it.
Oh, hype. That missed opportunity is going to cost him his life. That time, Demia
Раз.
walk up, Warrow in support, and Demia just on default for the moment. Spooky can't do anything about it.
Тут сейчас смотри, зарисуется, да? Я открываю. Ну, открывай тут. Но не влияет. Фиолетовые штаны.
Типы.
Где?
Дальше по лестнице.
Два зомбака сзади. Меня режет сзади. Я сдох.
Как они?
Грязная сучка. Уходи просто. Живи.
Откуда он
Просто
повесится?
отходи, хилься. О, не-не-не, не юзай, подожди. Ну видишь,